Hello everyone, I'm MiMiLock, and today I'll be doing something a bit different from my standard content. Today, I will be breaking down the character of number 14 in the organization, number 1 in the replica program. I'm talking about Xion from the Kingdom Hearts series. Despite the fact that she's only in 3 games, all of which being on handheld, and only one where she's featured for more than 60 seconds, this character is a bundle of joy in my opinion. And despite her supposedly being a puppet and having no feelings. Spoilers. But anyway, I'm here to break down this character, and you're here to watch. So here are some quick facts about Xion. Of course her name is Xion, and it's pronounced Xion or Xion. She's from the game Kingdom Hearts, and the 3 installments that she was in with 358 over 2 days, Recoded, and Dream Drop Distance. Her gender is female, though I guess that's just how she was created and not something that was given at birth. She has no set date of birth, and her first appearance was in 2009. Now let's talk about Xion's origins. She was created by Vexen as one of the only products of the replica program, the other being Riku's replica. However, since she was a member of 13, she needed to be gifted a name. Xion would suffice, given the fact that most of the names were chosen by sticking the letter X somewhere. Now, you may be asking, who is Xion a replica of? And, well, the answer is quite simple. Sora. Rather, his memories. Xion was meant to represent Kairi, as Sora remembers her. How ironic. Oh, spoilers. She ultimately served no purpose in existing, except for making Naminé and Diz's trek to restore Sora's memories more difficult, physically and emotionally. That's enough about her backstory, though. Why don't we get into her in-game appearances and how she affected the characters of this game. Xion was first introduced on Day 7 of Roxas' journey in 358 over 2 days, as number 14 of the organization. It said that she initially had no face, which is why she always kept her hood on. Roxas begins solo missions, and eventually missions with Xion. She's mostly silent throughout them, but the silence is broken when the scene occurs.
I've got someplace to be again today, so go on ahead without me.
Roxas.
Huh? Xion?
Roxas is your name.
Yeah.
On her next mission with Roxas, she takes off her hood for the very first time, showing signs of developing emotion and trust, no matter how little. After proving that she can use the Keyblade, she and Roxas have sea salt ice cream on the clock tower, just as Axel did for him. Soon after, Roxas falls into a comatose-like state, most likely due to Sora's memories gradually returning. Mind you, this is post-Shen memories. Until he awakens, Xion leaves seashells by his bedside every day, a whopping 20 seashells. Wow. When Roxas wakes up, Xion somehow knows to meet him on the top of the clock tower and gives him a 21st seashell. This once again shows signs of her emotion development in this character, even when she's merely a replica. Axel somehow returns from the nightmarish atmosphere of Castle Oblivion, and the trio has ice cream together for the first time. Xion's hood comes on and off depending on which way the camera pans, showing signs of trust between Roxas as compared to Axel. However, despite how cool and lighthearted the scene is, Xion reveals that she somehow cannot use the Keyblade anymore for another reason, but most likely due to Sora's memory returning. Axel says that Roxas should try to defeat twice as many Heartless somehow. He's crazy. You know, but for Xion's sake, so it's all good. And it is on this day that Axel begins to consider Xion a friend, which I think is outstanding. After this, several days pass when Xion is still unable to wield the Keyblade, and several days pass where the trio talks about interesting concepts, such as best friends, Kingdom Hearts, and memories of their past. I think it's kind of proof that they're friends at this point, which means Xion has developed a great deal of emotion. How about it? On day 96, Roxas and Xion would no longer go on the same missions. In turn, Roxas lent Xion his Keyblade. Coincidentally, the same day, Xion actually regained the ability to use the Keyblade out of nowhere. When they go back to Axel, he brings up the fact that the times they share won't last forever, but as long as they keep each other in their thoughts, they won't ever truly be apart, which is extreme foreshadowing. On day 118, the trio spends their day off eating ice cream, and Xion straight up roasts Axel. Not important to the plot or her character development, but I thought it was funny, and it does show character growth anyway. On day 149, Xion does not show up at the clock tower due to a battle she had on a mission the previous night with an organization imposter in black. He called her Keyblade a sham. This guy turned out to be Riku. And I guess his reason for doing so was simply because the fact that Xion was never meant to assist, and she's just an obstacle for him to get back his best friend. And the next day, having failed her missions, Sykes tells her, "We can't afford taking any more chances on you." The next day, Xion fails a mission yet again with Roxas, leading her to be very discouraged. They went to get ice cream, and Roxas is best to cheer her up, but Xion was not feeling too joyful. She's not in the right place mentally, as she starts to speculate why nobody's needed hearts in the first place. She mentions strange dreams that she can't remember, and she thinks she's a mistake. Sure, she technically is, but she exists, and there's nothing she can do about being the most tragic and precious character in the Kingdom Hearts series. And the next day after that, Xion failed yet another mission and fell into a comatose-like state, similar to Roxas. And just like Xion did for him, Roxas visits her and leaves her a seashell. If these two aren't goals, can you please tell me what goals are? On day 193, Xion finally awakens. She accompanies Roxas on his mission, despite needing more rest. The same day, she collapses again. And the thing that really irked me about this was that Sykes said,
"Well, that didn't take long. Did it break again?"
She's not an it!
I should kill him, but he is a fictional character and he dies anyway. Oh well. Lucky Sora. When they drop Xion back off in a room, Axel says that the trio will always be best friends. The next day, however, Axel finally finds out the truth about who Xion is supposed to be. Now, in-game, this next line is basically what proved that Xion was a replica of Sora's memories.
If his memories become her memories, she will never survive it.
She?
That is a direct quote from Nominate on day 224. The next day, Xion, depressed, left without eating her ice cream. Roxas asked Axel if she was alright, but received a dismissive response. Xion found some information about Castle Oblivion, which is where she was created, but she's not supposed to be there, but she goes there anyway. So she rushes there, and Axel stops her to keep her from further harm and ridicule. Xion goes inside the doors regardless of Axel's excessive warning. On day 255, Xion discovers that she wasn't who she was, so to speak. I mean, just listen to this.
What? Then I wasn't who I am?
At this time as well, Xion had been missing for 30 days. Then was ordered the organization not to pursue her. Now, the days passed without Xion. Axel no longer came to the usual spot, leaving Roxas alone to eat his ice cream. You see, without Xion, everything's thrown out of whack. It's like an empty void, that's why she's the best character. Roxas decides to go to Castle Oblivion and look for Xion, but ends up getting an extreme headache, like Xion did. I guess he and Sora can't be in the same proximity or something. Axel takes his buddy to Twilight Town, where he regains consciousness, and he and Axel find Xion with another cloaked rogue. Most likely the imposter he was talking about. She was within their reach, but she ran for an odd reason. Don't know why she did that. Actually, I do. Let me explain. But I can't explain because there's no explanation. I really don't know why she ran. To go with an imposter? Come on. On day 298, Xion's found again, and Axel fights Xion in order to save her life and to bring her back. Roxas is kinda displeased, but at least they off ice cream together the next day. I mean, it's just silence that day, but whatever. From then on, Roxas grew weaker, but Xion grew stronger. Power had to be split since they both ultimately get their power from Sora. On day 323, Roxas and Xion were pitted against each other by the organization. But somehow, they went back to the freaking usual spot and ate their ice cream like nothing happened. Now, this scene is sad because it's the last time the trio spent time together how they used to. After this, it's absolute chaos and oblivion. No pun intended. But just listen to this, though. This is what really made me tear up.
What's important isn't that we hang out with each other every day.
As long as we keep each other in our thoughts, we'll never be apart, right? We've got it memorized, Axel.
Good.
I'll have these moments memorized for a long time. Forever.
Me too. Forever.
Oh, you precious cinnamon rolls, if only that was the case. Xion, Axel, and Xigbar had a mission together. Xion beat Xigbar to a standstill and ran off again, with Axel's consent. Roxas was once again upset because of this and leaves the organization. Xion meets Naminé, and she explains everything about her existence. It is clear that Xion must be destroyed in order to return to Sora. On day 357, Roxas is tricked into fighting Xion, causing her ultimate demise. And the worst part about this is, after she dies, no one remembers her. Not even figuratively. It was one of the things that Naminé said about her returning to Sora.
If you return your memories to him, then you will disappear. In exchange for not having your own memory, you're connected through others' memories. So when you disappear, no one will remember you. There won't be any you to remember.
This is the literal saddest scene in the entire Kingdom Hearts series. Xion's dead now. So, thanks Tetsuya Nomura. You've managed to make millions of people cry over a video game on the Nintendo DS. GG. This causes Roxas to go on a rampage, which, later he kind of gets knocked out into a fictional world. But spoilers, right? This isn't about Roxas, this is about Xion. I guess I'm done talking about Xion, though. And if you were wondering about the secret reports, then those just explain how Xion's the puppet from the start. And that explains Cyax's true thoughts about her and Axel's true thoughts about her. Up until they were friends, of course. And also Zemnis' thoughts, which were pretty cool, but I can't exactly put those in this video. That would make it a nightmare to render. So, Xion is the puppet of the replica program. Number 14 of the organization. Celebrate 8, 13, 14 days in 97 years to pay your respects. I mean, you can't do that. You can't live that long. Maybe you can. I don't know, but I don't think you'll be playing video games. But hey, that's all we know. See you next time.